Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is, video part 3 of my deck Strength versus Weakness series. The deck of the month is the Light Seer's Tarot. This is the Perfect Pairings Oracle edition. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in here. I have a couple indie decks and a couple mass market to show you. I'm only going to show you about 9-10 decks. However, this deck is highly pairable. I have 23 out of my almost 80 deck collection that pair with this deck. Yeah, you heard me right. 23 oracles that pair with the Light Seer's Tarot. I will include the full list in the description box down below. Let's go ahead and get started. First one we have here is the Romance Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. So for those that want a love, let me zoom a little bit closer in for you guys. Want a love oracle, this is one that works very well. And in fact, I know they call it Romance Angels, and there is some angel references in the deck. So far, what I've noticed is that sometimes angel energy gets in the way, and sometimes it doesn't. I have another angel oracle influence that's actually angels that does pair with this deck, and I've got another oracle that doesn't. So I will be showing you one today and one in my anti-pairs. So moving on, the next deck we have is Messages from the Mermaids by Karen K. And I love the fact that this pairs with the Light Seer's Tarot, just because I'm all for using the Mermaid Tarot with the Light Seers. So to have one Mermaid Oracle that also pairs with the Light Seers, where all three decks get along, is fantastic. And for those of you that are anyway familiar with my collection, know that I have another ocean-themed oracle, and you will not be seeing it in this video because it does not pair. So moving right along, here's another mass market. Most of you probably recognize the backings. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle by baron-reid. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite oracles. I'm happy that this pairs with the Light Seers, just because for an oracle deck, it is so versatile. And sometimes when I find a couple decks now that do not like this particular oracle, it makes me slightly unhappy. My own personal opinion on that one. Feel free to disagree with me. Alright, and the other angel oracle deck that is strictly angels in my collection that pairs is the Female Archangels by Callista. Now this is a new deck to my collection, so I haven't had a lot of exposure with these two working together. I know that they do, so there is no communication issues between these two particular decks. But I haven't exactly 100% nailed it down and pinpointed exactly why these work. So maybe at a later point in time I will figure that out. Gonna, like this card perspective, zoom out and relax. This is something that would definitely help with motivation and direction. So there's something to these two decks connecting that I need to probably explore more, and part of that is simply because the Female Archangels Oracle is so new to me. The next oracle I'm going to show you is The Secret Languages of Animals by Chip Richards. That's who does this. I wanted to make sure that I included a variety of oracle decks to talk about, different ones. And this is an animal one that I actually own, and it does pair with the Light Seer's Tarot, so I felt compelled to include it in this video, because I know some people like using animal decks and some people don't, so I was trying to cover more bases by including it. And speaking of covering more bases, the next oracle I'm going to show you that pairs is the Heal Yourself Oracle by Ina Segal. This is, yes, a healing deck, so shadow work. There's quite a few other things in here that, of course, are not that, like the Alchemy card, hence the Magician, pay attention to signs. Wild, there you go. Perfect for the devil. Letting go, so yeah, shadow work. You get different, say what you mean, there you go. There's a perfect card for the Air Elemental deck. Procrastination, so that'll trump with the motivation and determination. These two actually get along just fine, even though this is towards healing shadow work side of things. It has enough direction in the right areas to function with the Light Seers, and I actually kind of like it as pairing. I know I'm going through these very quickly, and I apologize for that, but we're going to jump right into indie oracles. This is the Personal Power Oracle deck. This is Deja's deck. And yes, it's labeled as an oracle deck, but it's also kind of like an affirmation deck. And it's modern. These two I actually really love seeing next to each other. They get along very well. And Personal Power, of course, I see it as kind of a pep talk oracle. So this being serving as a pep talk deck in my collection, the fact that these two get along, I fully support the way these two play off of each other in a reading. It's fantastic. Moving right along, we have the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. This is by Serafina Yeshimasa, yeah. At Ruin Vervain, that's what it is. This is a purposely designed shadow oracle. So this is another one that I was afraid wasn't going to pair because it was shadow work, but nope. This works very well. And I love some of the artwork with these two together. I know this seems kind of dark against the other, but for me, aesthetically, it works. Don't ask me why it works. It works. I know they're not anything alike, but I like it. And moving on along again, I'm going to tap into something different for the next one. This is the Soul Care Oracle by Sarah McCormick. This is a Kickstarter deck. For those of you that haven't seen it, it does have elements, it does have seasons, it does have zodiac in it, and it does have planets. So for those of you that like astrology as an added layer to your readings, these two do get along. And I have another deck that does kind of the same lines. That is the Moonology Manifestations deck. It is also pairable. You'll find it in the description box down below. So for those that like the astrology, there are options out there that pair with the Light Seer's Tarot. Alright, and the last indie deck I'm going to show you today is the Fairytale Oracle by Umbrella Tree Press. I love this deck. This is fantastic. And of course, the card I flip over has nudity on it. Sorry, YouTube. Don't ban me for that. This, of course, is Fairy Tales from Around the World. This was a Kickstarter deck. it is quite fabulous with the keywords and being able to explore. Most of them do fit their fairy tale very well. And some of us, when we see fairy tales or whatnot, it connects to inner child. So, for inner child, dreams from then, ideas from then, I think is kind of a useful way of looking at it and pairing it with the Light Seer's Tarot. But maybe that's just my own take on it. Alright, my lovelies, I went ahead and I flipped through that really quickly. I apologize for the swiftness, but I can't show you all 23 decks. Please use the description box down below if you're interested in any other pairings as far as what they are. If you found other pairings that do pair with the Light Seer's Tarot that is an Oracle, feel free to list them down below. If you have any of the decks I showed you and you have issues pairing with it, well, let me know that as well. I'm curious. Of course, this is part 3 out of 5. I will be getting into anti-pairs. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's video. That should be the anti-pairs tarot edition portion for the deck of the month, the Light Seer's Tarot. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.